Namo Gurubhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Gurubhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Gurubhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Triratnaya Locho Sampo Pelgyuta Shipa Tu Gentem Petrin Leanoda Pegedro Losam Peze Pachen Palden La Mehesha Blaso Wade Oma Guru Vadradara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Humo Maguru Vadradara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Namo Gurubhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Gurubhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Gurubhye Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Triratnaya Sangye Choda Sogi Chonamla Janchu Padu Dani Kyasuchi Dagi Jin Sogi Pesona Hanki Drola Penchi Sangye Drupasho Sangye Choda Sogi Chonamla Janchu Padu Dani Kyasuchi Dagi Jinsogi Pesona Hanki Drola Penchi Sangye Drupasho Semchen Tamche Dewada Dewe Gyudan Dempa Gyuchi Semchen Tamche Dunyel Dan Dunyelgi Gyudan Drawa Gyuchi Semchen Tamche Dunyel Mepe Dewa Dami Drawa Gyuchi Semchen Tamche Nyeri Jadahanida Trawe Tamyon La Nepa Gyuchi Semchen Tamche Lusengi Duhunele Soshin Trayun Lusen Dewadan Dempa Gyuchi Semchen Tamche NgalSo Tantric China No Chu Koyu Danshin Samane Gyuchi Semchen Tamche Danza Boli Gikedo Dada Chinagi Shidedan Dukun Dempa Gyuchi Tamche Duni Sashitak Semala Sohome Padan Latil Batanya Beturye Rashi Jampuhone Gyuchi Ladami Chupeze No Susham Dahanyi Kitru Kunzan chutrin lana me nanke kan kuhun kya gyuchi on namo bhagavate vajrasawa pramadane tatagataya ahate samya sambuddhaya tayata om benze benze maha benze maha tetsa benze Mahavidya benze Mahabodhicitta benze Mahabodhi mandopa Samkramana benze Sawakama awarana Pishodana benze Soha Kunjo sungi tempadan Sangyedan janchu sempa Tanche giji gilada Soniyo suso penadan chempoda Chukiye nampa dashin sangi mikyape Togi deshi nidu gyuchi Malusem chen kungi gungyuchi Dude punje hemize jomzela Nona malu yanda kengyupe Chomden koche hene di shesuso Gosongupe gone chaselo No shayi troche pamalubu Top mene sadi tuntam chesha Kepa ge wahanam la jeiran Kowamato badule shune Drola chuki hikolo kowadan Dan shengye na janchu chemponu Sashipu ki jushi metotram Rira lin shihini de genpadi Sange shintu mite bowayi Droku nanda hashin la chupasho Idam guru ratna mandala kam niryatayami Lozan gyalwa kungi yeshini Chitu drime gyalwa simpeso Rajan kyoko gyatso trudun gun Trinchen lame shabla sowate Om a guru vajradara sumati kyana sasana dara samudra si padra sawa siddhi Om a guru vajradara sumati kyana sasana dara samudra si padra sawa siddhi Om a guru vajradara sumati gyana shasana dara samudra si badra sawa siddhi Lucho sampo pelgyuta shipa tu chentem petrile yanoda pegedro lo zampe sepachen palden la meheshabla sowade Oma Guru Padradara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Oma Guru Padradara Suhumahati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Kyani lama kyani idam kyani kadro chukyonte Dene zunte janchu badu kyami kyashemi sowe Didam badu chime tayantu jecha kyuzunzola Sishi jidro nudru kunso Tegi hidroso bachoso Tetale so watapetu Lame kusu huntu gine namle Tutsi use kama tingasu Rindan chi chahajune daniki Nesun rindan cha timpale Dripshi dachi hinanda wanshito Kushito chilamani pashi Geshin Tim Pahajingila Pagyo. Okay, so now our precious Guru, Lama Gangchen Rinpoche, is in front of us. And now, like in Guru Puja, from his chakras, the crown, throat, heart, chakra come white, red, and blue lights and nectars one by one, and then all together that dissolve into our chakras, actually our 5 chakras, bestowing the 4 empowerments and implanting the seed to awaken the 4 Buddha bodies. Okay, and now we request that, like a kind of hologram, a replica of Rinpoche's light body comes to at the crown of our head, like this big, dissolves through our central channel and mixes with our subtle mind in our heart chakra. Pakyo ke kudan dahagilu, pakyo ke sundahan dagina, pakyo ke dudan dahagi, dunyame chitu jingilo, makyo ke kudan dahagilu, makyo ke sundahan dagina, makyo ke dudan Dahagi danyame chitu jingilo. Lama Ken, Trinche Sawe Lama Ken, Kyabne Kuntu Lama Ken, Trinche Sawe Lama Ken, Kyabne Kuntu Lama Ken. Oma Guru Vajradhara Suhumati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya Sawasiti Hum. Okay, so hello everybody. This is Lama Caroline. I'm in Gangchen Janjubling in Malaga, Spain. Okay. And I'm going to continue to talk about Lama Gangchen's beautiful NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2 teaching. Okay. So we're using this book. Actually, this is the 2nd edition. So if you want a copy of the book and you don't have one, you can go on our website. So you can go either on we have a main website, it's called ngalso.org, okay, and then from there you can go to lgpp.org, that means Lama Gangchen Peace Publications.org, and there you can see where to order the book if you like a copy. We have in English, Italian, Portuguese, Spanish, German, many different languages, okay. Also, if you like, you can contact Dawn, the lady who's behind our NgalSo Amazon, yeah, okay. So you can call her directly if you like. So if you like, you can email her at sales, SALES, at arroba, yeah, achotula, kumpen.it, KUNPEN, punto.it, IT, okay, sales at kumpen.it, yeah. So if you don't have a copy of the book and you'd like one, very easy to get, yeah, no problem, okay. So anyway, so this is, okay, so let's say somehow NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2 is the basis of Rinpoche, Lama Gangchen Rinpoche, our precious guru's special healing system, yeah. So Gangchen Rinpoche was unique in many different ways, but he introduced into the modern world really like the essence of his tradition, of the Ganden Nyingma tradition, of the Gelugpa tradition, which is a synthesis of Sutra, Mahayana Buddhism, yeah, Tantra, medicine, astrology, and yoga. So very kindly, he opened up all these teachings to us and presented them to us in a way that we can actually practice in the modern world, whether we're east, west, north, south. Anyway, we modern people, yeah. So we're going to look at his his teaching in detail. He requested that we do this before he passed away. He said, now please go more deeply. So we shall do. Okay. So far we looked at the cover and the back. Okay. Okay. So let's have a look. Where did we get to? Yeah. So we read that, which says chakra exercises to purify body and mind and develop pure channels, winds and bodhicittas, to create victory over the negative root causes and conditions of our physical and mental suffering. Yeah? And then there's a note at the bottom, which Rinpoche wrote. He said, anybody is allowed to do these practices, even though normally in Vajrayana Buddhism it's not allowed. But Rinpoche, he asked the permission of his gurus, the Buddhas and so on in Borobudur in Indonesia, and they gave the permission that anybody in the world is able to listen to these teachings, watch these videos, and try to practice these teachings. Yeah, okay. So of course there's many levels, but anyway, everybody is welcome to come to our centers, listen to Rinpoche's teachings, and also watch all our teachings on YouTube. In fact, that's why we decided to put the teachings on YouTube. Yeah, okay. Actually, before, Rinpoche, people used to say to me, why are you not on YouTube? Well, why? Because we had this feeling that, because of our tantric tradition, yeah, that somehow we shouldn't do like this in public. But actually it was Rinpoche Lama Gangchen's specific wish that we do like this. Okay, so therefore to fulfill Rinpoche's wishes, I'm going to teach self-healing too, and it will be broadcast on YouTube. And also actually it's good, because now our Sangha is, as we know, very international all over the world, and it's really nice that all our friends so far away, so far and near, that we can all be connected. So actually it's really very nice. And anyway, I think if you have the karma to find this, anyway, you must have a special connection with the Dharma, so there's no problem. Okay, so first we're going to go to what's called the Karchak, the list of contents, yeah, okay, which is page 9 in the second edition. So you can see on the left there's another victory flag, yeah, so in this book there's many pictures of victory flags. Rinpoche, actually I used to draw all these pictures. Rinpoche used to make me do them, and when I was at university I studied architecture, so I know how to draw, okay, like at least in black and whites, and I had nice architect's pens, so he used to make me draw very many of the illustrations of his early books. Yeah, so you can see there's a victory flag, yeah, which represents victory over all kinds of negative forces, that the impossible becomes possible. Yeah. And can you see the victory banner is on top of actually this picture, if you look at it, very nice. Yeah. Can you see there's a lake? And if we count, we can see 5 mountains. So now looking at it, to me, looks very much like Albagnano, actually. Yeah. At that time, we didn't have Albagnano. But anyway, Rinpoche in the past, he had this vision, yeah, that he was going to find one Dharma center with 5 mountains behind and a lake in front, yeah, and it was going to be Gangchen Chöpa Ling number 2 in the west, yeah. Obviously we have Gangchen Chöpa Ling in Tibet, yeah, Rinpoche's monastery in Tibet, but Rinpoche wanted to establish a second one in the west, so finally he found Albagnano in North Italy. Okay, so anyway, so to me now that looks very much like looking from the other side of the lake, looking at our side where Albagnano is, where our new temple is. So very beautiful here. Okay. So what else is there? Okay. Also, there's we have a stupa with rainbow lights coming out, and above actually is the self-arising stupa of Swayambhu. Okay, in Kathmandu. Okay. So this anyway. So how can I say? Yeah. Many of you, maybe you've been to Kathmandu, yeah. So Swayambhu is considered to be a self-arisen stupa. So okay, physically somebody built it, okay. But what they mean actually is that and I've actually seen this as well, yeah. Sometimes in some special moments you can see in the sky above like a light version of Swayambhu. This is actually true. Nowadays I don't know, because Kathmandu is getting more and more polluted, yeah. But definitely up till recently, maybe 10-15 years ago, on certain occasions, the light stupa above was still visible, and hopefully if the pollution goes down in Kathmandu Valley, it might be the traffic pollution or the air pollution, it might be visible again, yeah? So we can see there's this light stupa, the Jyotish stupa, yeah? Of Swayambhu is arising, one physical stupa and the actual energy stupa above, yeah? And what else is there? There's some offering goddesses, and then there's some Buddhas in the sky, and then there's the snow lion, the tiger, the Garuda and the dragon, which symbolize the mounts of the 5 supreme. There's 4 of them here. No, there's also an elephant. Yeah, so we can say they're like the mounts, the animals of this 5 supreme healers, who manifest in many, many different ways. So anyway, so Rinpoche wanted that was the first illustration he wanted. Yeah, and you can see there's like a cross Vajra on top of the Himalaya, the Ganshan snow mountain. So this cross Vajra is the symbol of Amoghasiddhi. And I don't know if you can see, in the center there's a letter Hri. Yeah, Hri is the bija, the 6th syllable of Amoghasiddhi. Yeah. So Rinpoche, Khenchen Rinpoche, always said that we need to start everything from the transforming the secret chakra. Yeah. Why? Because our basic problem, let's say, as human beings, apart from being ignorant, is fear. Yeah. Okay. So we have to so Rinpoche always said, like, we're not aware of how much fear we actually have. So he said, for example, when we need to go out of the house first, it's like, oh, I need my bag, I need my glasses, I need my hat, maybe I need a raincoat, maybe I need this, maybe I need sunblock. He said, well, this actually means we're afraid of what's going to happen to us. Yeah. So we have like these existential fears like all the time. Yeah. And we only realize how much we have when they start to get less. Yeah. So anyway, so first thing is we need to overcome our fears. We need to transform our fear and also our jealousy, actually, into the energy of what's called the all-accomplishing exalted wisdom, which means we can do everything when we have no fear, when we have the, let's say, awakened point of view. Yeah, yeah, and we can act in many, many different ways at the same time. Yeah. So anyway, so Rinpoche wanted that in the front of as the frontispiece of his book. Okay. Also, I don't know if you can see, there's like down here, this is meant to be like some, even though it's on the other side of the lake, but never mind. Yeah, it's kind of anyway. There's like all these nectars are flowing down from the snow mountain. Yeah, okay, and some jewels. Yeah, so a big pile of jewels and another cross Vajra. Yeah, and then many different kinds of medicine plants, and there's a Vajra ground. Yeah, so it's also kind of like I don't know, like a pure land somehow. Yeah, okay. So she always said that we need to see our environment as a pure land, our house, whatever our house is, as a mandala palace and so on. Yeah. So anyway, so in every one of these images, there's all kinds of very special ideas of self-healing encoded into them. Yeah. Okay. Da Vinci Code, nothing. This is much more. Okay. Really, it's true. Yeah? Okay. So list of contents. Yeah. Rinpoche said we should go in depth, so we will. Okay. So hope you've got a copy at home. If not, okay. List of contents. First is list of illustrations, author's preface, introduction, and crazy wisdom method. Yeah, okay, which we will look at. Okay, then it starts with the actual practice. Yeah, and so the practice is like it's got like titles within it. Yeah, the stages of the practice. So okay, Tantric Self-Healing 2. It's called Tantric Self-Healing 2 because Tantric Self-Healing 1 is about Guru Buddha Shakyamuni, Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakyamuni Soha. And the 4 and 7 limitless thoughts, okay, which we explained recently. And if you didn't see that, it's on YouTube, okay. If you look on the playlist, the one before this, you can see Self-Healing 1. So if you didn't see it, it would be nice to watch because it's like a continuum, okay. Okay, so then it explains in stages the practice, preliminary practices. That's what I just repeat, yeah, okay. Before I start talking, and then request, and 7 methods to transform and dispel interferences. Yeah. So there's 7 astrological healing practices. So important, so nice. Yeah. First, request a mantra to the king of the planets. Mantra of the 3 principal deities, which in our Vajrayana Buddhism is Chenrezig, Manjushri, and Vajrapani. Yeah. From one Buddha, Shakyamuni, comes 3 Buddhas. Chenrezig, Manjushri, Vajrapani. Anyway, we'll talk about all this, yeah. Then third, prayer and mantra of Guru Buddha Kala Chakra, yeah, and how to understand the outer, inner, and secret Shambhala mandalas, Kala Chakra things, very important, yeah. Then more like protection things. Why we need all this is because we have lots and lots of interferences, lots of problems, as we all know, yeah, okay. So next is the mantra of the 8 planetary deities, then Black Manjushri mantra, which became very, very popular, actually, in our sanghas worldwide, yeah, to protect us from negative energy, from sickness, and so on, yeah. Then number 6, the mantra of dependent arising, which is to understand the nature of phenomena. If we understand the nature of phenomena, we can become free, no? So Rinpoche, Lama Ganshan, he said, actually, if we understand the nature of space, we don't need to do any sadhanas, we don't need to do any practice, because everything is as it is, no? Okay. But until we do, we need to do some practices. Okay, then number 7, healing mantra to purify outer, inner, and secret 5 elements, yeah? Okay. And then many other things in the index, yeah? Okay, but for now, that's enough, yeah? Okay. So we'll go on to the preface, what Rinpoche said, okay? Then there's another picture of a victory flag. Why? Very important, yeah? Means no matter what difficulty, we will overcome. If you look, each one is like slightly different, yeah? Okay. This one has got like it's got like I've got in our tankers, no, our Vajrayana tankers, we have always the moon and the sun, the two energies which meet, yeah, method and wisdom, male and female, bliss and emptiness, which we hope eventually will join, yeah, through the gathering of energies into the central channel. But you can see here's the moon. I don't know if you can see there's a rabbit on the moon, the bodhisattva rabbit, yeah. And then around is actually that's the 7 planets, yeah, okay, very important, yeah. And this is the sun, and this is the meeting of the sun, the moon, and what we call the nada, the nothing here, which is the energies gathering here, and the mind absorbing into the central channel, yeah. So very, very nice, yeah. And then again, there's the 3 impossible animals that can't be friends, but they are, just like many people we know. It's true, no? With the Dharma, everything is possible, yeah? When we have a higher objective, doesn't matter whether we're on the left side or the right side or whatever is our view anyway. We can put that aside and look at the higher things in life and be friends, yeah? Okay, and then again, there's the nectar flowing down. And here, actually, this one, there's like an ocean of nectar, yeah? Before there was like a scene, and now we're completely full of nectar, yeah? Okay, so then what do we have? Okay, next we have, it says mantra of self-heal. This is self-healing, this page here, okay? I won't bother reading you the list of illustrations, yeah? But here, this basically is the self-healing 1 sadhana, okay? So it says mantra of self-healing and spiritual company. So, okay, if you didn't see the previous YouTube playlist, you should watch this because it explains all about this, yeah? Okay, so if there's anybody who never received the mantra of Guru Buddha Shakyamuni, above my head is a beautiful silk image from Tibet, from the Jokang Temple of Guru Buddha Shakyamuni, okay, which Rinpoche bought actually, okay, which is now here. Okay, blessing Ganshin Janchubling, okay. And okay, so the mantra of self-healing and spiritual company is Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakyamuni Soha. So if there's anybody listening who never received this mantra before, what we can do is we imagine, okay, above my head is Guru Buddha Shakyamuni, and we can think that actually in reality that's Rinpoche, because Rinpoche now is in the energy body, so I can assume any form, no problem, okay? Okay, so then also from my heart, yeah, there's a lotus, a sun disk. In the center is a mum, which is the seed letter, a golden light, which is the bija, the seed of Guru Buddha Shakyamuni. And then around is the mantra Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakyamuni Soha. So I'll repeat it 3 times, okay? And then you, if you like, please repeat after me 3 times. So the first time it's like a hologram of the mantra, which I received from Rinpoche hundreds and hundreds of times, yeah? Goes from my heart and sits in your heart chakra. It coils around your heart chakra. The second time, again, comes another hologram mantra, yeah? And this time it mixes with your subtle mind. Then we say the third time the mantra, I say and then you say. And the third time the mantra of Guru Buddha Shakyamuni becomes inseparably fixed and unified with your subtle mind. Now, Ganshin Rinpoche, he was very insistent that if we watch these things live, that even if, let's say I'm in Spain, no? Let's say you're in Alaska or Australia or wherever you are, if it's live in that moment, you can actually receive like the transmission of these things, okay? But if you watch it afterwards as a recording, then the transmission you can't receive. No, it's just like, okay, some information or something, yeah? Okay. Which is the advantage of actually following live, okay? Okay, so if you would like to receive this mantra, please repeat after me. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakyamuni Soha. Okay, second time. Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakyamuni Soha. Third time. Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakyamuni Soha. 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 So in Rinpoche's book, Tantric Self-Healing 1, Rinpoche explains all about this mantra, how it represents the stages of the spiritual path. And if we say this mantra, we will feel a lot better, we will have spiritual company, we won't feel alone anymore. And for example, if we need to make a decision, many times we have doubt all the time, I don't know what to do. So we can say this mantra, and then what the thought that arises in our mind after we said a few, not just one, after we said like quite a few mantras, by the way, we get out our mala. Let's see if I don't know if I've got one here. Anyway, our rosary. Get out our rosary and say quite a few mantras, few hundred at least. Then the thought that arises will be the right thought through the blessing of Guru Buddha Shakyamuni. Okay. So please say this mantra as much as you like. Okay. Then here it's what we said before, the 7 limitless thoughts. So the 7 limitless thoughts are the 4 limitless thoughts, which were made by Guru Buddha Shakyamuni, plus 3 thoughts that Rinpoche added, because we need because now we have more problems than in ancient times. So the historical Buddha Shakyamuni, he made that we should have limitless love towards all beings, limitless compassion, limitless joy, and limitless equanimity. Okay, and we should imagine that all beings in the whole world and the whole universe are around us, and we should send out those thoughts to them. Okay, like open our hearts, develop empathy. Okay, and equanimity. Which are the basis of bodhicitta. The mind of awakening. But Genshin Rinpoche also add the limitless thoughts of health, ecological regeneration, and peace, because these are our actual problems nowadays. We have many, many different health problems, difficult to solve. Our environment is a mess, for many different reasons, and also peace is difficult, okay, on the personal level, social level, global level. So therefore, Rinpoche add these extra 3, So before I said these limitless thoughts in Tibetan at the beginning, okay. Now I'm going to repeat them in English, and Carolina and Maria Cristina will repeat them in Spanish and Italian, okay? Okay, so actually you can repeat them in any languages. The important thing is to actually feel them, to think them, not just, saying is not enough. We need to actually embody these thoughts, okay? Okay. Okay, the first eco-morality of love. May all beings have happiness and its causes. The second eco-morality of compassion. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. So imagine from our heart like a kind of wave, of enlightened energies going out throughout the universe, So, for example, may all beings be well, may they be happy, And the third eco-morality of joy. May all beings never be separated from the great happiness that is beyond all misery. The third eco-morality of joy. May all beings never be separated from the great happiness that is beyond all misery. Number 4. The fourth eco-morality of equanimity. May all beings always dwell in equanimity, unaffected by attraction to dear ones and aversion to others. This is the basis of bodhicitta, by the way. We must have a warm feeling towards everybody, yeah? Not discriminate, you know. Otherwise, impossible to become a bodhisattva, yeah? The fifth eco-morality of health. May all beings recover from the sicknesses of mind and body pollution and enjoy relative and absolute health now and forever. So many sicknesses, as we know, big and small. May they all become small and then disappear. Sixth eco-morality of ecological regeneration. May all beings relax in a pure and healthy outer and inner environment now and forever. The seventh eco-morality of peace. May all beings enjoy inner and world peace now and forever. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakya Muni Soha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakya Muni Soha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakya Muni Soha. So Rinpoche called this the eco-moralities, yeah, okay? So Rinpoche was very avant-garde in many ways, yeah, okay? Like the things he was talking about in the in the 80s and 90s now have become extremely true, yeah? So at the time, people were not thinking so much about the environment and things like that. So he was like into all this, taking care of the environment, streaming, many things. He said that in the future, like now and in the future, would be extremely necessary, okay? And it was right, yeah? Okay, I'm just looking on the chat, yeah? So this commentary of Self-Healing 2, okay, I'm doing it in English. Carolina in Chile, she is broadcasting in Spanish, yeah? Okay, through the NgalSo Spain Facebook link, yeah? Please, Carolina, can you put the link on the chat? I don't know if you must be able to see me, no? So on this chat, can you please post, yeah? The link to the Spanish one. And if Mary Christina is listening, please, I hope you are here. Please, can you post the link to the Italian Facebook page, yeah? So our Italian friends can listen in Italian, yeah? Okay. Okay, thank you. And I appreciate very much your help, both of you, by the way. Thank you. Yeah? Anyway, so actually, Rinpoche said, if you like, just one Buddha is enough. No need to go any further. Just do the mantra of Om Muni Muni Ma Muni Shakyamuni Soha. With this, you can get awakened. Yeah. However, okay. If you want more, there's more. Okay. Depends on our minds, no? For some people, one Buddha, completely enough. Buddha Shakyamuni. Like for example, the Theravada tradition, they only have Buddha Shakyamuni. They have Buddha Shakyamuni. Yeah. And the Arhats, yeah, the 16 Arhats. Or 500 Arhats or whatever. For them, it's enough, yeah? Other people, like me, we need more Buddhas, okay? So from one Buddha comes 3 Buddha, comes 5 Buddhas, comes 20 Buddhas, comes 100 Buddhas, come 1,000 Buddhas, come 1 billion Buddhas, yeah? Okay, it depends on our minds, no? Okay? So here in NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2, we're going to concentrate mainly on the 5 Father Buddhas, yeah? And also actually on the 5 Mother Buddhas, the 5 element mothers, yeah? Okay? So from one Buddha, Shakyamuni, come 10 Buddhas, yeah? And these 10 Buddhas, the 5 fathers, the 5 mothers, actually they represent the complete purification of our body and mind, which is what we mean when we say somebody becomes a Buddha, yeah? To become a Buddha doesn't depend on being Asian or something like this. It just depends on having a completely pure and awakened mind, yeah? So anybody can achieve that if we follow the right instructions, and the instructions were given by the historical Buddha and his followers, yeah? Through the lineage of great masters down to the present day. So we're very lucky that they still exist, okay? Okay. Okay, next. Preface, yeah? Okay. So there's one preface written in Tibetan by Rinpoche, and then one translation, and one picture of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Actually, Rinpoche used to have that picture on his shrine, yeah? And he's got this picture of the Dalai Lama gave him, and it's signed by the Dalai Lama, okay? Okay, so let me have a read. Okay, excuse the bad Tibetan accent, but okay, what to do, yeah? Okay, so it says, NgalSo Ranshin Chotab Ki Neljo Shugso. So that means here is the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing method, yeah? Nyingu Menag Gyatso. So it says, from the ocean of oral instructions of the whispered lineage, yeah. Lu nag yi sum sosodan, tumon dukale drolchia. So we can become free of all the different kinds of mundane sufferings of the three, the body, speech, and mind, yeah, and semni NgalSo Tantric, yeah, okay. So we can become free of the sufferings of our body, speech, and mind, and we can relax into the union state of relaxation of the actual nature of the mind. Yeah, that's what it says in Tibetan. Yeah, okay. So then it says, this secret practice of chakra purification is the essence of the ocean of tantras and comes directly from Vajradhara to my root guru, which is Kyabje Trijang Dorjichang. Okay. It reveals for those, and also Rinpoche had many teachers, no, but especially his root guru was Kyabje Trijang Dorjichang, and also he was very, very close to Kyabje Song Rinpoche, no? And many other great masters, yeah. It reveals for those tired of suffering in samsara holistic methods to relax and heal the suffering of body, speech, and mind, yeah. So then it says, inspired by the actions of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, to develop world peace, I felt moved to write this book. I hope that in some small way it will contribute to the efforts of His Holiness to bring deep and lasting peace to this troubled world. The photograph on the next page was presented to me in 1981 during a private audience by His Holiness the Dalai Lama in Dharamsala, India. So the dedication reads, this is what it says in Tibetan, what's written over it. It says, to ever faithful Ganshin Tolku, I pray that all your wishes be fulfilled. Signed by Tenzin Gyatso, the 14th Dalai Lama, 26th of November, 1981. Okay. So, Rinpoche had many, many gurus. Yeah. Okay. His Holiness the Dalai Lama was Rinpoche's Kala Chakra guru. Okay. Yeah. And I'm not quite sure when, but sometime in the 1980s, His Holiness the Dalai Lama got the Nobel Peace Prize, no, for his actions for world peace. Yeah. And so, as Rinpoche says, he felt inspired by that. So that was one of the reasons he decided to open up the teachings and share the tantric methods in order so we can make peace on a personal level, yeah, by meditating. Okay. And because if many of us develop inner peace, yeah, minimum that can happen is there's less disturbed people around. So that's a good thing, no? And if many of us develop peace and positive minds together, we become like many, many batteries, no? So many, many batteries together becomes powerful, yeah? So if we all meditate together on peace, on empathy, on positive minds, this is doing something very positive for society and the environment. Rinpoche always used to say that, okay, holy places can bless us, but we also can bless the environment, yeah? And this is why, okay, well, of course, we go to these holy places where it was Jesus and Buddha and all the great masters and these kind of places to receive blessings. But also places where we meditate, yeah? Especially where the realized masters have been, yeah, they become very powerful holy places themselves, yeah. So this actually offers us hope that we can transform our environment, yeah, that everything is not lost, yeah. If we change our mind, things can change, you know, because everything's interdependent. There's still hope, yeah. Okay. Okay, then next page. Can you see here? If you don't want to buy the book, you can read it like this on YouTube, page by page with me if you want it. Okay, on the next page here, okay, another victory flag and a picture of Kyabje Trijang Dorje Cheng Rinpoche's guru, now in this very like sacred form of a tantric Mahasiddha, yeah? Okay, so let's have a look what's here. Okay, so each one of these pictures of victory flags superficially look the same, but like I say, it's like our Da Vinci Code, and each one has a different little message in them. Yeah, okay. So here is there's our Ganshan Himalaya snow mountain, and there is the victory flag, which actually was Rinpoche's symbol in the other lives. It was his symbol when he was Kachin Sapanla, who was this like kind of really crazy wisdom yogi who was living in a cave actually, in the mountains. above Ganshin, yeah? And there was also Tomogeshi Rinpoche was in another cave, and there were 3 yogis, yeah, in 3 different caves. But finally, the village people requested Kachin Saponla to come down and become the abbot of the Ganshin monastery, yeah, which is out in the desert, past Shigatse in Usang in western Tibet, yeah, okay? Actually, it's actually on, if you keep going, you pass Mount Everest and you go down through what's called the Freedom Road to Kathmandu eventually, yeah, okay? Anyway, so this victory flag was Kachin Saponla's symbol, actually, the symbol of Rinpoche's past life, and he used to use it also as his symbol, yeah? Okay, so on this one, what have we got here? We've got the Garuda, the dragon, the tiger, and the lion. Okay, so what we've got here that's different from the other one is now we've got like a kind of begging bowl full of medicine nectars. There's all different kinds of nectars, yeah, flowing down, yeah, through the plain and the mountains. And then it says, what does it say? Tantric self-healing of body and mind, inner world peace method, yeah. So this one actually, I don't know if you can see in the center, all this was designed by Rinpoche, but, you know, in the center is the letter A. A is the symbol, the bija of space, yeah. So Rinpoche said, if we understand space, that's it. We don't need to understand anything else. No need to practice, no need to do a mantra, don't need to have a gompa. All we need to do is understand space, which means to understand the nature of reality, how things are how things don't have a fixed essence the way they appear, and how all things are interconnected. And then that's it, yeah, okay? Like, for example, of course, Rinpoche was an incredible master, okay? He knew everything off by heart, yeah? But he also didn't actually need to do any practice because he was the practice, yeah? I mean, I spent 30 years observing him very closely, you know? So, okay, of course, sometimes he would do some pujas, you know? But he used to do according to the need, not like, okay, I have to do this every day, you know, like he had tons of big puja books, you know, he used to carry around with him, but actually would do according to the actual need, you know, according to the energy. Why? Because he was embodying fully all the realizations of the practice, you know. So we have to like sit there going blah 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 Sangyejo Danso Gijo Namla and whatever, because we're learning, okay. We haven't fully embodied those qualities, yeah. So anyway, so here on the preface it says, if you are in the center, yeah, if you understand space, everything will be totally stable, all your energies will be fully manifested in all directions, and you'll be able to heal the world, yeah. So beautiful, no? Okay, so that's all kinds of beautiful things, yeah. I mean, actually, like I say, it's like the Da Vinci Code, you know. The more you look at these pictures, the more meaningful they are, yeah. Okay. Then on this side, this is Kyabje, a very beautiful picture of Kyabje. Obviously, Kyabje Tridhan Rinpoche did not walk around like this. This is like to show his inner qualities, yeah, okay? He was a fully ordained monk, you know, the incredible High Lama, the teacher of His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama, and many, many other High Lamas of our Gelugpa tradition, yeah? But here he's wearing the what we call the tantric dress of like a Mahasiddha or a tantric Buddha, yeah? So this bone dress is actually showing, I don't know if you can see, it's got a crown, chest, like kind of a chest ornament, yeah? It looks a bit like a gladiator or something, yeah? But this is actually showing the chakras. Then he's got like this like bone belt, yeah? And he's got anklets, bracelets, and then he's got a Katvanga, Vajra, Bell, Damaru, and skull cups with two skull cups with red and white bodhicittas and a sog offering to him, yeah? So this is showing that actually that we need to practice the 6 bodhisattva perfections of generosity, ethics, patience, energy, concentration, and wisdom, and that he himself embodied all those things, yeah, okay? Then he's showing that we need to practice the union of method and wisdom, yeah, and develop the tumo, the inner fire, and get our energies into the central channel, and realize the how do you say that? He's got all these bodhicittas, yeah, okay. So he's like fully realized the conventional and absolute bodhicittas, yeah, okay. So many, many beautiful messages, yeah. Okay, so the greatest masters of our tradition, they don't actually sit around like that, by the way, you know, but when they put on the bone dress, they put it on over their clothes, but it's to show their inner qualities, yeah, okay. Like now we have many photos of Rinpoche wearing his tantric dress, but obviously with his clothes on, yeah. But it's also the naked bit to show the actual open quality of the mind, you know, the realization of reality, yeah, okay. So it's a beautiful symbol, okay. Very, very holy picture, okay. Okay, so Rinpoche is showing straight away also that we need, it says, what does it say? His Holiness Trijang Dorje Chang, yeah? Junior tutor of His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama and principal guru of Lama Genshin. Actually, on this book, yeah, I was speaking with Sharon, yeah, Sharon Dawson, who me and Sharon and some other friends, we actually made the book in the sense Rinpoche wrote it, we drew and write and paginate and everything. So Sharon was reminding me today that the first edition of this book we made in Padova, yeah, the second one was printed in Malaysia, yeah. But in those days, it literally was cut and paste. I don't know if you can see, yeah. Can you see? This is like with a pair of scissors. We've actually we've typed it out and stuck it on, yeah. That's how it was. It was like just at the beginning, we had got the first computer, you know, like this Macintosh 1 or something, you know, like a brick, yeah, that had like about 1000K of memory or something. But anyway, so it was literally like that. You can actually see if you look at the book, the marks of like where we glued things on, yeah. Anyway, so lucky, no? Okay, then author's preface. Like I say, if you don't want to buy the book, you can read it like this, okay? Hopefully you do want to buy it because it's really, really beautiful. And it's like something you'll never get bored with. Okay, author's preface, yeah? Beautiful picture of Rinpoche. Okay, so let's see what it says. Okay, excuse me, Tibetan friends. More English Tibetan accent, but what to do. Okay. NgalSo Jungne Sishi Jungchu Ki Ningpo Lado Rinchen Chusel Dangma Shukso. So it says, from a pure Himalayan source, yeah, this nectar of relaxation, gush, more or less it says like this. It says this this essence of the pure elements, yeah, okay, which are also the essence of peace. This is the meaning of NgalSo, no? And so it's like the essence of this is like a lado, a life essence crystal, yeah, okay. And so anyway, so the title, we haven't actually written the title, yeah, but it says something like, here is the pure water crystal jewel, yeah, the life essence crystal, which is the essence of the pure elements, yeah, the 4 pure elements, yeah, in the world, yeah, from this arises NgalSo, yeah, okay. So it means something like that, yeah. Okay, so then it says, okay, so that's the title. Then it says, Gyalwa Doji Changne, Trinchen Sawe Lama, Bado Gyu Damnak Gyatso, Zabne Gandan Kaso, Chagya Champo, Ningchu, Droe, Lusengi Duniel, Sadungle Droe, NgalSo, Jungne, Sishi Jungchu Ki Ningpo, Lado Rinchen Chusel, Dangme, Zugshe Jawa Zamlingi Chudrag, Pomo Nanki, Domo, La Lama Yidamla, Nangwa Shute, Chungze, Mawa, Di, Kyang Zamling Shide, Kope Gyugyochik. And it says Ganshan Tul, so it says Ganshan Tul Ming Pe, Per Gyelo, it says 2123, in the Tibetan year 2123, Rabne Mechi, Datse Dang Chilo 1996, Datse Zangpola. Okay, so, okay, let's look at the expanded English translation, yeah? So it says, from a pure Himalayan source, this nectar of relaxation gushes forth, sparkling, this page 21, yeah, in the second edition of the book, yeah, okay. Okay, so, it says here, anybody Italian, it says la traduzione in italiano si trova sulla pagina di Kumpen Lama Genshin sul Facebook, yeah, okay. Okay, so any Italians, please look there if you need Italian translation, yeah, okay. It says, from a pure Himalayan source, this nectar of relaxation gushes forth, sparkling with the clear forms of water crystal jewels, yeah. This ambrosia contains the pure energy of the 5 great elements for healing the body and the life essence of nirvana, which means profound and deep inner and world peace for healing the mind. Yeah, everything's so profound. Yeah. Okay, maybe we just talk about this line first before we go on. Yeah. So, from a pure Himalayan source, that means, okay, from Tibet, the Himalayas. Rinpoche's name, Kanchan, means Himalaya, yeah, okay? Snowland, yeah? From a pure Himalayan source, this nectar of relaxation, NgalSo means relaxation, okay, in Tibetan, yeah? So this nectar of NgalSo gushes forth, yeah? So either you've been in Tibet and you saw directly, or maybe you saw on a TV documentary. So in the Himalayas, they have these incredible rivers, really, really, that flow down. They do actually start up there from the ice melting, yeah? And they're from, like they say, from Kailash, and many other mountain chains in the Himalayas, yeah? Incredible rivers start, like the Ganges, Brahmaputra, Yangtze. There's four great rivers of India, Yangtze River, and they're incredibly powerful torrents. I mean, you just wouldn't want to try and cross. It's like, like huge. It's not like a little brook, like a little stream. It's like, so incredibly powerful, like torrents of pure water rushing down that flow down finally towards India, to Bangladesh, to China, everywhere, giving life to all those billions of people, yeah? So, from this pure Himalayan source, yeah, this nectar gushes forth, yeah? It's actually, in Tibetan, it says it's like the lador, the life essence, yeah? There's a pure life, because like we have these thing called ladors, which are, I don't know if I've got one here, but anyway, it's like a crystal which holds the essence of energy of a Buddha, of a holy being, okay? And in certain initiations, we give them out, and very important to us, yeah, in the Tibetan tradition. We keep very carefully, yeah? Actually, in Tibet, they have this also life stone, also life mountain, life tree, yeah, okay? So it's like all the energy is gathered there in a pure form, yeah, okay? So anyway, so this nectar of relaxation gushes forth, sparkling with the clear form of water crystal jewels, yeah? Okay, so in the Indian tradition, actually, we have many different kinds of jewels, not just jewels, like you can get in a jeweler's shop. We also have all kinds of incredible types of jewels. So water crystal jewel is like ones that manifest it inside water, yeah, okay? And this is all these things, they seem like fantasy or something to start with, but actually the more you go into our tradition, these things are actually true. Like, for example, in Thailand, yeah, they have this festival of the Nagas each year. The Nagas are like the serpent guardians of the environment, and it's actually true that actually crystals pop up, in the water, and they gather them out. I've actually seen these, like they're about, I don't know, like that big, yeah. If anybody's, I know some of my friends have got some, so maybe you can post some photos in our groups, yeah, and maybe post in the Demchok group. It's really true, yeah, okay. So these jewels from under the water, they are true, and they can manifest anyway. Anyway, all kinds of incredible things are true in this world. Our world's much bigger than our limited ordinary mind knows about, yeah, okay. Anyway, this ambrosia contains the pure energy of the 5 great elements for healing the body, and the life essence of nirvana, the profound and deep inner world peace for healing the mind. Okay, and that just reminds me of one thing, yeah? Okay, let me just get my WhatsApp. 1 second, I made a note here. Let me just get it, okay? Hang on, 1 second. How do I get to it? Hang on. So why did I decide to start teaching NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2 now? Okay. See if I can get to I'm not very technological. Let's see if I can get to my notes. Okay. No, I can't. But anyway, at the moment, yeah, it's the 1st of September, yeah. Okay. Now this year, there's many different astrological transits, yeah. But basically, now we're entering one nakshatra, one lunar mansion, which is called 100 nectars, 100 medicines, yeah, okay? And so it's a very, very auspicious time to start teaching self-healing. Actually, this next 2 weeks, many of the planets, which as we know have been like making casino this last year with all kinds of unfortunate consequences, for the next 2 weeks, or many of the planets are in exaltation, so that they're in the right place in the heavens. So it's a very auspicious time to start to spread spiritual information, spiritual teaching. So that's why I decided to not wait and do now anyway. It was Rinpoche's request, yeah. So Rinpoche, Kenshin Rinpoche, he always used to say that his teachings in NgalSo, it's like, he used to say like one medicine that gives 100 solutions, yeah. So it's like, this is what this nakshastra, the present one, means. It's called 100 nectars, 100 medicines, okay? So that means if we go into self-healing, we'll find literally hundreds of different ideas and solutions that will help ourselves, our friends, our family, our society, and the environment. So it's really, really worth it, yeah? So always with the NgalSo teachings, whatever we did with Rinpoche, the outer and the inner need to fit together. We don't just like do things because we feel like it. It has to be each one fitting with the energies, okay? So that's why we just decide to start on the 1st of September to fit with this auspicious time. So we go with the energy, yeah? So then Rinpoche's teachings will flourish and increase, yeah? Okay? So that was the idea, okay? I just remember, anyway, So this nectar contains the pure energy of the 5 great elements. So what's the 5 great elements? This is from the Indian tradition. Okay, there are many element systems, no? But this means space, wind, fire, earth, and water, okay? This is the Indian system, okay? Cosmic elements, yeah? So it says, this nectar of the NgalSo teachings contains the essence of the pure energy of the 5 great elements of the universe. And if we get in touch with those, we can heal our body and mind on many different levels, gross, subtle, and very subtle levels, yeah? And also we can get in touch with the life energy of nirvana, yeah? Okay? So nirvana, or nibbana in Pali, yeah? Nirvana is a Sanskrit word, so it means like literally to blow out suffering, yeah? Like, you know, like with a candle, you go like, and it goes out like that, yeah? So the idea of nirvana is that, like it says in the first Limitless, may all beings, what does it say? Number 2, yeah? May all beings be free from suffering and its causes, yeah? Like no more suffering, no more causes of suffering, yeah? So if we have no more suffering and no more causes of suffering within our mental continuum, well, what do we have? We have happiness, yeah? And peace, yeah? Which is why it says here, profound and deep inner and world peace as a kind of like translation of, not literal translation, but a meaning translation of nirvana, yeah? Okay. So we can use the 5 elements to heal our body, and we can use the life essence, the lado of nirvana, to heal our mind, yeah? Okay, so then it says, this secret teaching of chakra purification is passed down through a direct lineage from Buddha Vajradhara to my root guru, okay? So in the Bhadrakalpa, the fortunate eon of which we live now, there will be 1,000 Buddhas who turn the wheel of Dharma. We're presently in the era of Buddha Shakyamuni, who is the 4th Buddha of the Bhadrakalpa, okay? And his picture of Buddha Shakyamuni above my head, yeah? His teachings there's a prophecy that Buddha Shakyamuni's teachings will last 5,000 years, and then they will kind of fade away, and then gradually the next wheel-turning Buddha, Buddha Maitreya, will descend to earth, and again will turn the wheel of Dharma, and so on, okay? So in this eon, this fortunate eon, there'll be 1,000 world wheel-turning Buddhas, yeah? And then there'll be many other eons, because our universe is like cyclic, yeah? Okay? There's not one Big Bang. There's like billions of Big Bangs. There's a Big Bang and the universe grows and forms and evolves, and then it gets old and it contracts and it dies. It dissolves in the elements, and then due to the karma of beings, it appears again and again and again without end, okay? It's like we have a multiverse, okay? This is our Buddhist view, yeah? Okay? But in our present time, yeah? Okay? We're in the time of the historical Buddha, Siddhartha Shakyamuni, yeah? So if you want to know the story of Siddhartha Shakyamuni, there's a beautiful sutra called Lalita Vistara Sutra, okay? And actually we have a book about that, and it's also illustrated in Albaniano between our temple and the new temple, the Temple of Heaven on Earth. I don't know if you can buy the book in our bookshop or not, but anyway, if not, anyway, you can get from other places. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to know the story of historical Buddha Shakyamuni, it's in the Lalita Vistara Sutra. Okay. So the historical Buddha Shakyamuni, anyway, he was born in South Nepal, actually, nowadays. Yeah. And then he was a prince. He grew up. He renounced his kingdom. He wanted to find the meaning of life, let's say. Finally, he found it. He achieved awakening, Buddhahood. And then he spent 45 years wandering around North India, sharing his insight with anybody who was interested, of which there was lots of people interested, okay? From the rich to the poor, everybody, okay? So Shakyamuni, he was the founder of what in the West we now call Buddhism, okay? And this form of Shakyamuni, like this, golden, like in the form of a monk, this is called the Supreme Emanation Body, yeah? And these images of the Buddha, okay? There's a story that one time the Buddha was like looking, it was by a lake, a pool or a pond, yeah? And okay, so like he was Indian, okay? Yeah? Nepalese, okay, so he had like this golden radiance, yeah? Okay, so this is why he's represented like gold color, because of the powerful auric light that was emanating from his body, okay? So then one artist, yeah, he drew the picture of the Buddha, yeah, okay? And then the Buddha said, oh, that looks like me, yeah? And that was the prototype of all the other future images of Buddha, yeah, based on the reflection of the Buddha in a lake when he was sat down one day, okay? So it's said that this image of the Supreme Emanation Body like this is from that time, okay? Anyway, so there was the historical Buddha, who was a real person. He lived, he taught the Dharma, passed away when he was like 82 years old or something, yeah. And okay, so he went around teaching the sutras, the public discourses of what became Pali, Theravada Buddhism, and Mahayana Buddhism, yeah, okay? Incredible, beautiful, profound, meaningful, yeah? However, to a few people, he taught what we call the Tantras, yeah? The Tantras are like let's say, if we develop bodhicitta, the mind of enlightenment, it means I want to help everybody as quickly as possible. I cannot wait, yeah? So the Mahayana teachings tell us that to transform ourselves completely takes an incredible long time, like millions of years. So therefore, the Tantras are a very attractive path if we want to quickly transform ourselves and benefit others, because it says that in one lifetime or 3 lifetimes or 7 lifetimes or 16 lifetimes, or let's say about, 1,000 years or something, or if we're very, very lucky, 1 lifetime, we can completely awaken, yeah? Okay? So to some people with special karma, the Buddha, historical Buddha, he taught the Tantras, for example, to King Suchandra of Shambhala. He taught Kalachakra to King Indrabhuti of somewhere, I don't know where. He taught the Guhya Samaja and so on, okay? But when the Buddha taught the Tantras, he manifested in the form of Guru Buddha Vajradhara, who's the blue Tantric Buddha with the gold Tantric jeweled dress, okay? It's a different form. He's showing something different, yeah? Okay? So Buddha Vajradhara is the Tantric part, Tantric, let's say, aspect of Buddha Shakyamuni, okay? Well, actually, we always say, like, Guru Buddha Shakyamuni Vajradhara, yeah? For example, when we do our Guru Puja, I always say Lama Lobsang Tubwang Dorji Chang. So Lama is our Guru, like Kanchan Rinpoche, no? Lobsang is Lama Tsongkhapa, yeah? Tubwang means Shakyamuni Buddha, and Lama Lobsang Tubwang Dorji Chang means Vajradhara, yeah? So we see all these as all the Buddhas like in one, yeah? I mean, to visualize would be a bit like Russian doll or something like that, yeah? But we see what it means is our Guru holds the energy of Lama Tsongkhapa and all the lineage masters of our Tibetan lineage, yeah? And also they combat the energy of Buddha Shakyamuni, all the sutras, Theravada and Mahayana sutras, and also all the tantras of Vajradhara, yeah? Okay? So anyway, so this secret teaching of chakra purification is passed down through a direct, unbroken lineage. That means from the historical Buddha achieved awakening, then he passed it to his disciples, like, I don't know, like Indrabhuti, like Suchandra, like Kashyapa, Ananda, many different disciples, yeah? And each disciple realized what they were taught, yeah? And then they pass on to the next generation. So it's like the Olympic torch, yeah, being passed from generation to generation, yeah? which actually is very nice, because also the Olympic torch is not yours. You just keep it, like it's precious, no? But then you finally need to give it to somebody else. It needs to continue. So this is the same with the Buddha's teachings, yeah? Yeah. So why? To bring benefit and well-being to as many people as possible in the world, yeah? Okay. Anyway, so this unbroken lineage is from Buddha Shakyamuni Vajradhara to my root guru, to Rinpoche's root guru, Kyabje Trijang Rinpoche, and now to Kanchan Rinpoche, our root guru, and now to us, okay? Unbroken till now. So we don't want to be the last ones in the lineage, yeah? So it means we need to get on with, as Rinpoche said, practicing more deeply. And every one of us can. There's no reason why not, yeah? Nobody's got any, let's say, excuse why we cannot practice deeply, because now we're saying truly and exactly the teaching. So if you want, we have an unbroken lineage, we have a great master, we have all the instructions. So all we need to do is put it into practice. So why not, no? Okay. Then it says, as it says in Tibetan, it says the same, no? This ear-whispered lineage of Ganden Mahamudra, Ganden Kagyu Chagya Chempo, is the essence of the ocean of all the Buddha's tantric teachings, yeah, which can heal and relax all beings from their suffering of body and mind on the gross, subtle, and very subtle levels. Yeah? Okay, so our teaching is called Ganden Nyengu. Nyengu is like whispered lineage, yeah? Why? Because it was literally, until very recently, like secret, yeah? Like, wasn't something you went and shouted about on YouTube like we're doing now, but now we're doing this specifically because Rinpoche requests now, okay? It was something kept like very secretly, very privately, okay? And also that's also excellent, you know, because it means until now it's been kept in a very pure way, you know, through the lineage of Indian masters and Tibetan masters down to the present way, yeah? But what Kanchan Rinpoche thought is that the world now is in too much of a mess. So, of course, in the Himalayas, in a few places, these great enlightened yogis and yoginis and masters. But now this pure wisdom tradition needs to be spread to anybody who wants it. So we can't have like, I don't know, like, only people who can like sort of get to the Himalayas, walk up a mountain, spend 3 years sat under a mountain, learn Tibetan and, you know, do 100,000 prostrations and then all that, and then get into the monastery and then study for 20 years philosophy and then go to a tantric college and then spend 20 years meditating, can be the only ones who can do it. This is no longer possible, okay? Yeah. We need the world is very damaged. We need more light, more wisdom in this world. So Rinpoche therefore decided to open up this tradition, and that's why he asked permission of all his gurus. It says the next line. It says, "I composed this text with the permission of my gurus, yidams, and protectors." Yeah. So in Borobudur, Java, in Indonesia, in 1992, he had a direct vision of his gurus, the yidams, the meditational deities, and his spiritual guardians and protectors, and he asked their permission that he could do this. He could share the teachings in a form that was accessible to anybody in the world, okay, who wants to follow it. I mean, of course, nobody has to, but if you want to, you're welcome, yeah, okay? If you have the karma and inclination, why not, yeah, okay? So our tradition is called Ganden Mahamudra. It's the ear-whispered part of the Ganden Mahamudra. Ganden is from the lineage of the... Ganden is one incredible monastery in Tibet outside of Lhasa, which was founded by Lama Tsongkhapa, a great enlightened master from the 14th century, who was the founder of the Gelugpa, or as Lama Michelle was saying recently, the Galugpa, the joyful ones, yeah, or joyful and virtuous ones, yeah, okay? Who belong to Tushita heaven, to Ganden heaven, yeah? Okay, and so we have many, many incredible, beautiful teachings within our Gelugpa tradition, yeah? And a special one lineage we have, very important, is the Ganden Mahamudra lineage, which actually, if we put the full name, is Ganden Kagyu Chagya Chempo, Ganden Kagyu Mahamudra lineage, yeah? Okay, so in Tibetan Buddhism, we have different lineages. We have Nyingmapa, Sakyapa, Kagyupa, and Gelugpa, okay? Probably some others now, but basically these ones, okay? So historically, first come the Nyingmapa, the old ones, yeah? Then in the time of the 11th century, there was what we call the Sama, the new transmission, yeah? Tibetan Buddhism, because there was one king, Langdharma, and he tried to he was a shaman, he was opposed to Buddhism, so Buddhism greatly declined in Tibet because of his actions. But then there was a restoration of Buddhism, and the Tibetans, they invite one great master called Atisha from India, who came to Tibet, and he founded what was called the Sama tradition. Atisha, and also some great tantric yogis like Naropa, Tilopa, Maitripa, many yogis, came to Tibet, and they founded the Kadampa tradition. And then from that come the Kagyupa and Sakyapa traditions, and later the Gelugpa tradition. So Lama Tsongkhapa, who lived in the 14th century, he took he went around to the different Nyingmapa, Sakyapa, and Kagyupa monasteries and received all the greatest teachings from all the greatest masters of his time. Then he went into retreat, and he had many direct visions of Buddha Manjusri directly, so he could speak to him like one person speaking to another. And so then, based on this and his own inner realizations, he wrote many books and gave many teachings, which later became called the Gelugpa tradition. And his followers start to build he and his followers, they start to build Ganden Monastery, Sera, Tashi Lumpur, the great Gelugpa monasteries. So our tradition of Mahamudra, which has got two parts, Sutra part and Tantra part, is Ganden Kagyupa tradition. Because why? Because also as many of our teachings were Lama Tsongkhapa took from the Kagyupa tradition. He was given his first Dharma name by Mikyo Doji, I think, one of the famous Karmapas. Anyway, so this ear-whispered lineage of Ganden Kagyu Mahamudra is the essence of all the ocean of the Buddha's teaching. So if you want to get enlightened, do this, It means, which can heal and relax all beings of their suffering of body and mind on the gross, subtle, and very subtle levels, So in let's say our Tantric tradition, our Vajrayana tradition, of course, mostly our tradition talks about getting enlightened, How to get out of samsara, how to awaken the mind, But we do have, let's say, the healing branch of our tradition. And so Rinpoche, he wanted to emphasize the healing aspect of the spiritual teachings of our tradition. Why? Because most people that come to Buddhist centers are not, or any spiritual center actually, are not completely happy, healthy, and balanced and real and self-realized. No, they come because they're looking for something. They're stressed, they're anxious, they're tired, they're depressed. They're sick. We're all sick actually in different ways of body and mind. So, and also Rinpoche, for the first 10 years when he was 10 years maybe in Indian subcontinent, and then 10 years in the rest of the world, he was working as a healer. Very successful healer, tantric healer, and also using Himalayan herbs. So he saw all these people coming to him saying, "Oh, I have this problem, I have this sickness," limitless amounts of problems. So Rinpoche emphasized, the healing qualities of the Buddhist teaching, which why not? It's possible. There's not in Buddhism, Western people, when they approach Buddhism, they always want to be like, okay, now I found it, I got the one ultimate truth. But there isn't exactly one ultimate truth. There's many truths, many ways, many different teachings. Because why? Because we have many different mentalities. We're not all the same. So Rinpoche presented the teachings of Tantra very much in terms of their healing qualities. Why? Because also the historical Buddha, when he set off to achieve awakening, to achieve Buddhahood, he wanted to find a solution to birth, aging, sickness, and death, and how to achieve nirvana, how to get out of samsara, But he wanted to first find this. He said, "I want to find a solution to birth, aging, sickness." That's most people's problems. Not birth, but aging, sickness, the normal problems of life is what preoccupies people. Plus facing death, how to deal with it. These are in Buddhism. These are considered not even this. In Lamrim, they say that's not even the scope of a small being. It's just mundane stuff. But no problem. In fact, in Tibetan, it says it says here in the beginning, on page 16, it says, "Lunagi som sosodang, tumong dukkha Ladral cheer. So it says to free beings from like these mundane sufferings of body, speech, and mind. It doesn't mean that mundane doesn't mean they're not important. It means aging, sickness, death. All the different kinds of suffering and sorrows that people face in their lives. And the historical Buddha, he wanted people to be happy. Yeah, all kinds of happy. Yeah, not just happy in nirvana or happy in a pure land. So the historical Buddha, he gave lots and lots of advice to lay people, actually, yeah? Like, for example, how to be happy in your marriage, how to be happy with your friends, yeah? How to be happy in your town, He gave lots of, like, ways for people to be happy in normal life. Wasn't just all for monks, monks and nuns, yeah? So anyway, Rinpoche, he showed this kind of aspect, this kind of flavor of Buddhism, let's say. Why? Because he said this is what people actually need. A lot of people anyway, of course. Some people only want to hear about high teachings on Buddhist philosophy, and we rejoice very much. And also, I like that too, very much, yeah. But Rinpoche's emphasis was this one, okay? Okay, so then it says, this secret practice of relaxation, which is the source of all benefit and happiness, is called the pure crystal form, or the Lado, or life essence crystal, of the pure elements, or the stones that we call crystals, yeah, okay, so this was like a very big like theme, this image of like the energy and the light of crystals. Rinpoche liked very much this image, yeah. So he often used to say that, for him, okay, like millions, as anybody you knew Rinpoche would know, yeah, okay. If you Rinpoche, like, he didn't like one Buddha, he liked like millions of Buddhas everywhere. So if there's like 1 centimeter on a wall or something, he wanted to put a Buddha there. And you can see in our Temple of Heaven in Albagnano, and also in Spain, in Almeria, in Torno di Paz, and in Cumpan, in Milan, and our different, self-healing temples. Every single centimeter has got a Buddha there, Why? Because more is more as far as Rinpoche was concerned. Like, if you can put 1,000 Buddhas, fantastic. If you put 10,000 Buddhas, even better, no? Yeah. So, but he said, that's my culture. Yeah, I'm Tibetan. I'm a Tibetan Lama. I was brought up in a monastery. Yeah. And he said, for us, Indian and Tibetan people, of course, this is our culture. No? And like for Indian people, no, they have 33 million gods. Yeah, apparently, if you're a Hindu. Okay, so lots and lots of gods. Yeah, okay, lots of devas. Yeah. But he said, for a lot of people, like modern people, this was like not fitting with our minds because it's not part of our culture. Yeah, okay. And so Buddhism is infinitely adaptable to time and place. That's why it's got a world religion, a world tradition, okay? Because it's not just one form that cannot be adapted, yeah? So Rinpoche said, okay, if for you, like all these, like for example, here you can just see Shakyamuni Buddha, but there's a lot more. Even here there's a lot more, but okay. If all these Buddhas, like yellow and red and green and blue and 3 heads and 10 heads and 1,000 arms and 1,000 feet and all this is a bit too much for you because you can't understand like the sacred symbolism, if it doesn't touch your heart and mind, no problem. You can think about crystals, yeah? So in the modern world, people are very much like still feeling for the pure energy of crystals, don't we, yeah? Still, we like very much, and like we recognize that there's some sacred energy there, don't we? Yeah? So let me see if I can get one. Maybe another time I'll get out a crystal and show you. Okay. So Rinpoche said, okay, what you can do is for you, if all these heads and arms and colors and things not working, imagine like the pure crystal energy, like the energy contained in a crystal. Didn't literally mean like you have to visualize exactly a hard crystal. It meant that quality of purity, that pure vibration, yeah, okay. And like I said, we have these things called lados, which hold the there's actually some in there, but I kind of want to get them out at the moment, which hold like life energy, hold sacred energy, yeah, okay. So he said this practice of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing is like a lado, a soul stone, yeah, a life stone, yeah, which holds all the sacred energies of awakening, of all benefit and happiness, yeah, okay? So it means everything's there, yeah? So also it means it's something precious and we need to keep very well, yeah? Keep means we need to use and practice, yeah? The other day I was with Tunla, Rinpoche's nephew, and Tunla said something very nice. He said, actually Rinpoche gave us like a huge diamond, yeah? But now Rinpoche's passed away, we shouldn't think, oh, now I need a, what's it called, Swarovski crystal, in the airports, they have that shop and there's like cheap, fake diamonds, that cost very little, It looks like a nice diamond, but really it's not, So we need to appreciate what Rinpoche has given to us, to each and every one of us, okay, It's not like he only gave it to like me and a few other people. He gave it to every single person who was interested, And now Rinpoche is in the rainbow body. We can still receive this because we have this thing called lineage, So either by praying directly to Rinpoche, or invoking his blessing, and through we have some ways to do that, or by receiving the teaching from Lama Michelle Rinpoche, from myself and others, So the teaching is like, Rinpoche, it's like fresh bread, like the best bread is the bread warm out of the oven. So Rinpoche, the bread's still warm, So now we need to take the chance, and digest Rinpoche's incredible wisdom teachings and put them into practice, okay? Okay, so it says, this practice has been composed for the benefit of this world and its beings, and in particular for my friends all over the world, I spoke it's not Western Buddhism, it's Western Buddhism, Eastern Buddhism, Northern Buddhism, Southern Buddhism, Southeastern Buddhism, Northwestern Buddhism. It's for everybody, okay? Yeah. Actually, Rinpoche hoped, that what he said was that even for the Tibetans, the monasteries, he said, for the people nowadays who are entering Buddhist monasteries in India and Nepal and Tibet, this like huge text like that, even for them is too much, And so, for example, what he did is he started having it like this. Everything's translated into Tibetan because it actually in the future, also for even these people, also new monks and nuns and Dharma students in Tibet, he thought this would also be very suitable, very useful, Okay, look, not so big, but a lot of meaning here, okay? Okay, then it says, I dedicate this small work to the long life of His Holiness Dalai Lama and the success of all his efforts to bring outer and inner world peace. Lama Ganchen, 21st of January, 1993, Kumpen Lama Ganchen, Milan, Italy. So these teachings of the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing were, Rinpoche had the, let's say, revelation in December in 1992, and then in Italy between the 3rd and the 21st of January, he spoke it, I wrote it down, and my friends and I, we typed it, we drew it, we paginated it, and we made the first version of NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing too, okay? We're very fortunate, no? Okay, but we're all very fortunate that Rinpoche made this for all of us, let's say, what did Rinpoche, our guru, has passed away into the clear light, what did he leave me, his legacy? This is it, okay? This and his other teachings, Didn't leave me a car, didn't leave me a house, didn't leave me a jacket or a bank account. He left me this, which is worth more than all these things, if we understand the value, okay? So let's please use more, okay? Okay, so that's the author's preface, okay? Okay. So I can, on this, I'm live streaming now, so I can see on the right, there's a little bar. So if people have any questions, related to this subject, of course, you can write there, and then if it's possible, I will try and answer, and also if it's the right moment and so on, If you like, if it's not clear what I said, you can put what questions there, and I can write in Spanish, Portuguese, or Italian, or English, okay? And I'll try to reply, okay? Oh yeah, at the bottom, there's something else. I see there's, can you see at the bottom, Okay. This is one of Rinpoche's chagyas, Rinpoche's seals, okay? Can you see? This is actually, can you see there's like a Dharma wheel, the 8-spoke Dharma wheel, and there's like Vajras, there's a cross Vajra, And then on top, there's a wisdom fire, the wisdom sword of Manjusri. And then Around is like the let me have a look what there is. I should better look there. It's easier to look there. There's a Garud. Oh yeah, there's the six impossible animals who became friends. No, the otter, fish, and the conch crocodile, and the snow lion eagle. Yeah, the impossible friends. These hybrid animals means impossible things can happen. Yeah, okay. Okay, that means that everything is possible. Yeah, okay. And then actually, it's a bit small. Yeah. But in the center, what does it say? I think it's. Let's look. What does it say? Let's see if I can see on the camera. Okay. Let's have a look. What does it say? It says it's backwards on the camera. Can't actually see it. I shall look on. I've got. Fortunately, we've still got all these originals. I'll look it up. What it says in the middle. Yeah. Okay. Rinpoche wrote one message there. There's a snow line with a snow mountain with a message. Yeah. Okay. This was one of Rinpoche's chagyas. Now, so the Tibetan lamas, the high lamas, they have this thing called chagyas. Yeah. So where does this seals? Yeah. So where does this come from? So in the Chinese kingdoms, yeah. Okay, the Chinese and Mongolian emperors, they used to give a chagya, a seal, to people who to travel, yeah. Okay, let's say an imperial emissary, yeah. They used to have a seal, not a little one, like a big block like that, okay, with some, writing saying this is from the Emperor of China, let me pass, okay. So important people, they used to have these like seals, also if we look in the European tradition, now our king or our queens, they had this seal which showed that they had the power and authority of being a king or a queen, yeah. So Tibetan lamas also have these chagyas, these seals, yeah. And so, for example, just like in the Tudor times in England, they used to, write letters and stuff and put sealing wax and stamp them like this and then send them, to somebody, yeah. So then you knew it was from that person because it had the seal of that person on it, yeah. So this is the seal of authenticity of Genshin Rinpoche's teaching, actually, yeah. It's one of his seals, yeah, okay. And also, yeah, like our teacher is called Mahamudra. Mudra means chagya or seal, yeah, okay. So the great seal is the understanding of reality, yeah. When that's so. Okay, I'll tell you one funny story. Okay, I've got lots of funny stories. Yeah, I used to live in one Dharma centre in England called Manjusri Institute in Ulverston in Cumbria. Yeah, so when we heard that this Mahamudra means emptiness. Yeah. So what some of my friends did, they got like a seal, like you can get them in printing shops, and they wrote empty on it, and then they went around stick it with ink, sticking on everything, empty, 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 empty. This is one meaning of Mahamudra. Everything's empty of inherent existence. Yeah. But we need to stamp everything with that. We need to understand that everything's empty. So. It was like, okay, we were young at hippie time. So there were some people that went around stamping every single thing, like the wall, the painting, everything they could get their hands on and they stamped empty on it. It was really funny, yeah? With our Mahamudra stamp, yeah. So anyway, so that was Rinpoche's seal, his stamp of empty, yeah. Okay. And then now, he actually made many of these, yeah. And we made these for all the different Dharma centers around the world, actually. These seals, these stamps, yes. Yeah? So that was actually one of Rinpoche's stamps, yeah. Which actually I've got that. I've actually got that one here. Yeah. Okay. Luckily for me, I've actually got it. Yeah. Okay. Although I've never actually stamped anything with it so far. Okay. Anyway, next introduction. Yeah. Okay. This is page 23. Okay. For many years, I have had the wish to show my Western friends easy and direct methods of developing spiritual energy in daily life, yeah? Observing closely Western life, I try to find the most suitable ways to open within each person their innate Buddha nature. I try to give exactly the right holy mind and method wisdom key, yeah? Okay? Okay, let's see if there's pictures here. No. Okay, let me have a look. At least in the first edition, there was a picture of this. Some Rinpoche giving a key to somebody. I'm not sure if the pictures are the same in the second edition. If not, I'll find a picture of the first edition and show it to you later on, yeah? Okay. In 1993, in Italy, the right conditions manifested during 2 short group retreats, one in the snow mountains near Torino, and the other close to the sea near Velletri, near Rome, at the Spring of Dharma Retreat Center, for me, Lama Caroline, to compose the new Tantric Self-Healing exercise. This method combines the singing of mantras, the performing of mudras. Mudras means like gestures, yeah? We do a lot of mudras, no? Gestures, yeah? Visualizations, concentration, and so on, to help us to realize and heal subtle energies of body and mind, as well as teaching us how to use these energies in the right way. Nowadays, modern life is too busy for people to withdraw into spiritual retreat, or at least not for a very long time anyway, okay? For this reason, we need different methods to awaken our subtle energies. Tibetan Buddhism, and in particular Tantra, is extremely profound and offers us many valuable solutions to the sufferings of body and mind that we experience every day. At the time I created Tantric Self-Healing, there were many auspicious signs. For example, on the 13th of January, I attended a private audience with His Holiness the Pope at the Vatican. On the 16th, I received from Mr. Barber, the manager of the Lhasa Holiday Inn in Tibet, a beautiful Italian translation of the songs of the 6th Dalai Lama with the special dedication to Venerable Genshin Rinpoche, who came to Lhasa in 1991 and dispelled the cold, altitude, and loneliness, further confirming that the best is yet to come. Namo Guru Bhye, yeah? Ernesto Barber, Lhasa, October 1992. Yeah, he was a very nice guy, yeah? Actually, not just this. There was many signs, actually. I have them written down somewhere. Afterwards, I'll look on my computer, and also maybe if I forgot some, please, our Sangha members, you send a message, and we put, it's true, there was many incredible signs of the Buddha's blessing that manifest when Rinpoche first teach NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing, yeah? Which we will talk about in the course of this commentary. Why not, yeah? Okay. These signs are powerful ancient. These are signs that powerful ancient tantric energies are manifesting in a modern form suited to the Western mentality and culture. I believe that many holy beings from both the East and the West have given their blessing and permission for this project. Therefore, this practice will benefit many people. I would like very much to thank all my friends who worked together with me to produce this book, which was first composed, illustrated, recorded, and completed at Kumpen Lama Genshin Institute, Milano, Italy, within 21 days in January 1993. I'd like to thank the following people who worked on this edition: Caroline Gammon, Sharon Dawson, Pempa Sering, Joy Marison, my mum, Patrizia Tersini, Dario Tesseroni, and Anna Maria Di Palma. Special thanks to Mr. Bad pronunciation, Mr. Chan Kok Hong, Mr. Kok King Tong, Alan Kok Sao Kyun, Ao Chen Wai, and all Malaysian friends for printing this book, yeah? May the merits created by the production of this book be dedicated to outer and inner world peace. Positive victory, Gyaltsen. Gyaltsen means like the victory flag, yeah, which is the flag all over the book, yeah, okay? And there's a beautiful picture of Rinpoche with John Paul II, which when he said he went to meet the Pope here, that was that time, yeah, okay? Okay, so let's have a look at what Rinpoche said, okay? So many beautiful things. Okay, so it says, okay, having looked at modern people, I tried to give people a wisdom key to open up their Buddha nature, yeah? So the point is, we're in a cage of our own making, yeah? Okay, there's a picture, which it's not in this book, but it's in the first edition, yeah? And there's somebody in a cage, yeah? It looks like a big bird cage, yeah? And the guru's giving a wisdom key. But the thing is, the door's already open, so you get the key and then you realize that the cage is of your own fantasy creation, yeah? But we need the key to realize that, yeah? So we need to wake up and realize what's happening, yeah, okay? Or maybe we have many different locks we need to open, I don't know, yeah? So Rinpoche said he gave us many wisdom keys, actually, not just one, yeah? So then Rinpoche says that, okay, when he came back from Borobudur, after he had his vision of all the Buddhas, it's true, we went to one place in Torino. I remember it was very cold, yeah? We did start to do self-healing. He started to explain. I've got to actually, the notes, so maybe the next time I'll read to you what he said during the first retreats, yeah? Okay. So first one in the mountains and one by the sea, also that's auspicious, no? The two energies, no? The snow mountain and the sea energy, yeah? People have all kinds of strange ideas, no? Because they don't really know much about, we're just new to Buddhism, no? So we don't know, yeah? Of course, people have this idea of Himalayas, Tibet, mountains, yeah, but of course, Buddhism was also equally manifested by the beach, on the sea, you know. Like, for example, there's many Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who've lived by the seaside. For example, in the Gandavyuha Sutra, there's many gurus and bodhisattvas who have ashrams on the sea, yeah. So Rinpoche was using the energy of the mountain and the sea, the two energies, yeah, okay. The lowest point and the highest point, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it was always about using energies in a very special way. Yeah? Okay. So we did these two retreats, one in the snow mountains and one at the Spring of Dharma Center near the sea. And there, when we were doing a Vajrasattva retreat, yeah. And during the course of this Vajrasattva retreat, Rinpoche started to expound, to share, to teach the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing in a short form. Then he put more and more details. Then we write it down and we make this book, and then he expand for the next 30 years, and we make the NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing system. Yeah. So Rinpoche, from the beginning, always said we need to sing. Yeah, sing the practice. Okay, and they used to call Rinpoche the singing Lama. Yeah, and when we were in the Kumpen in Milano, we used to spend hours and hours singing mantras. Yeah. Like, as we were doing like recently this last few months, at the beginning, after the first few months after Rinpoche passed into paranirvana, we were singing very much, because also at the end of Rinpoche's life, he said, one of the last things he said in public is, you all need to sing. You need to sing more. You need to sing all my songs. Yeah. Well, and so he emphasized that we need to keep this tradition of spiritual singing alive. Yeah. Why? Because also there's great meanings, a lot of feeling, a lot of energy. Yeah. So yes, we have to sing mantras and also different kinds of spiritual songs. Yeah? We have to do various kinds of gestures and physical movements. We need to do visualization, concentration, and so on. Rinpoche always called his practice Gomde, which means meditation and recitation. Yeah. So we need to visualize all kinds of different beautiful things of our gross, subtle, and very subtle body, and the Buddhas in front of us, and many different things. Yeah. Okay. And we need to repeat many things, yeah? Okay, so for people who are new to Buddhism, they have this idea, some people, they have this idea that Buddhist meditation is just like sat there silent, like, I don't know, they do have some traditions like this, for example, some traditions of Zen, you know, where you can just famously face a wall, like Bodhidharma, who's the Indian master that brought Buddhism to Chan Buddhism to China, and then it was called Zen in Japan. He went into retreat and he spent 9 years facing a wall. In fact, he even cut off his eyelids, apparently, according to the story, so he wouldn't fall asleep. Yeah, and he just faced the wall and he watched his own mind, and he achieved awakening in that way. Okay, but there's 84,000 different techniques to achieve awakening. Okay, not just one. Yeah, so there's many, and so we have meditations which involve recitation. Yeah, we have meditations that involve singing. We have meditations that involve like repetition of mantras, like mentally. Yeah, with all kinds of different things. Yeah, we have like meditations on the nature of reality. We have every kind of meditation, not just one. Okay. But anyway, it says this method combines the singing of mantras, the performing of mudras, visualization, concentration, and so on, to help us realize and heal the subtle energies of body and mind. Yeah. And also how to use these energies in the right way. So Rinpoche start with that in the Self-Healing 1 teaching. Yeah. What's my friend? What's my energy? I need to recognize what I'm doing. Yeah. Because we act in an unconscious way. Yeah. because we don't understand how things function. It's a bit more light, I hope it's a bit darker. We don't understand how things work, how things exist, how things function, yeah? And then because of that come many different deluded emotional states, and we create suffering for ourselves and others. What? Not because we're bad, just because we don't know how to do it. So we need to learn how to use the energies and emotions in the right way, starting with very basic things like, what am I doing? What's myself? What's my friend? What's my enemy? Yeah. So we need to change our daily habits of our body, speech, and mind, okay? And then many, many other things, yeah? It says modern people are too busy to withdraw into spiritual retreat, okay? So Rinpoche always said that, okay, in Asia, for example, we have all these like images of people like Milarepa, and not just him, many other incredible great yogis in our tradition, okay? And all this like ideal of the monk, the nun, and all this, the Himalayan hermitage and all those kind of places, yeah, which is wonderful, yeah? But he said, okay, what we need is to practice the Dharma in daily life. Yeah. He said this was Rinpoche's general advice. He said we all need to become, let's say, monks and nuns, not in the sense of being celibate, but we need to become Dharma practitioners within our daily life. So whatever is our normal daily life, like most of us have like a flat or a car, a camping van or something, something we live in. Yeah. Okay. And we have a partner. Yeah, and some family of some kind, yeah, okay. And we need to work in some way to take care of them, okay. That's normal. That's everybody has to do, no? So there's no escaping these days, yeah. Even if you go up a Himalayan mountain, by the way, these days you still need to pay rent on your cave, everything costs money these days, yeah, okay. So everything has its price, yeah, okay. So within our daily life, yeah, what we need to do is practice the Dharma. The Dharma is what stops us suffering, yeah? Dharma has a Sanskrit word, all kinds of incredible meanings, but what supports us emotionally, what stops us suffering, yeah? So Dharma can be hundreds and thousands of different things. So it can be very simple things within everyday life, yeah? And it has to involve daily life, because if not, there will not be enough time to do it, yeah? Because if we examine our normal lifespan, yeah, okay, let's say normal lifespan 70, 80, 90, 100 years, hopefully, if we're lucky, yeah. So 1/3 of that we spend sleeping, then about, 4 hours a day eating, and then going to the bathroom and having a shower, and then commuting to work, and then how much time really have we got left? That's not very much. If we analyze, most people say, if you ask people, they say, how much time do you have to meditate? Like sit down, meditate, yeah. They say, oh, even for me, 5 minutes is difficult, or 10 minutes or 20 minutes every day, very difficult, yeah, because I'm busy, okay, with whatever they're doing. So what we need to do is transform our everyday life into the Dharma. And this is one of the wonderful things about the Vajrayana Buddhism and the NgalSo system, that it's based on this, that everybody in the world, if we want, we can transform our daily life, our activities, our job, our family life into the spiritual path, yeah. So isn't that wonderful? Yeah. Okay. So, okay, yeah, modern life is too busy, but we need to find ways to make space, yeah, and we do that by transforming every aspect of our life into a spiritual action, yeah. It's very profound, actually, the Vajrayana path, yeah, okay. So, okay, to Vajrayana Buddhism, yeah, is extremely profound, it's true, and offers us all kinds of incredible solutions to the sufferings of body and mind that we experience every day, from the very small to getting out of samsara to achieving awakening. The whole spectrum of things we can do with the different Vajrayana practices, yeah? So then it says, okay, Rinpoche says, when I created self-healing, there were many auspicious signs. So in the middle of all this, like when Rinpoche did this, when we did this with him, no? At the time, Rinpoche was only sleeping like 2 hours a night, had incredible energy. So it means he used to stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning, yeah? Then at 6 o'clock, we'd be like, he'd come around and wake us up, like, come on, get up, we'd have to start again, yeah? Okay, it was 30 years ago, so we could just about manage. I mean, after we were really tired, by the way, after 6 weeks like this, we kind of collapsed and slept for quite a long time, yeah. But anyway, at that time was possible. Yeah? So in the midst of all this, only sleeping 2 hours and working like, I don't know, like 20 hours a day, making the self-healing practice, yeah, and practicing it and all that, yeah. He says, he also attended a private audience with His Holiness the Pope at the Vatican, yeah. Okay, I remember that. So we went to Rome, no? And Rinpoche got this private audience with the Pope, and we were all supposed to go. But the car I was in, yeah, okay, I was also supposed to go, but I was with one friend, Giovanni, and some other friends, and we were in one place in the middle of Italy, and we said, oh, let's just get out for a minute and go and have a coffee. And I had this like weird feeling, so I got out, but I grabbed my computer, you know, and got out. And then when we came back, no car. I think somebody had stolen our car. Yeah? So anyway, so we, the ones who was with me at least, by the time we got to Rome, the private audience of the Pope was over. However, some friends like Franco Ciccarelli, Carmen, Dr. Passang, some other friends, they got to go with Rinpoche and see Pope John Paul II. But me, personally, I was a bit late, yeah? So I got to see the Vatican and the tombs of the Pope and other stuff instead, yeah? But anyway, Rinpoche was always very much about, you know, interreligious dialogue and respecting people of all spiritual traditions. Yeah, okay, so that's him with Pope John Paul II, and he met very many other religious leaders, not just Pope John Paul II, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other important religious leaders. Why? Because he thought people who held spiritual traditions should all become friends, you know, and work together with one aim for society and the environment, and put their doctrinal differences aside and work together. You know, obviously they've got their own ideas, no, their own culture, but as a group, yeah, to support society, yeah. So that was Rinpoche's idea, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so it says, okay, so on the 13th, went to Rome, saw the Pope, or at least Rinpoche did anyway, and on the 6th, okay, then we come back to Milano, no, to the Kumpan Lama Gansen Institute in Via Marco Polo. Rinpoche always liked this Via Marco Polo very much, yeah, Marco Polo, yeah, who brought spaghetti and many other things from China to the West, yeah. So Rinpoche always said he was Via Marco Polo, bringing the NgalSo Dharma to the West, yeah. And I mean, this was just like some kind of auspicious coincidence that the road where the Kumpan Institute was called Via Marco Polo. So many people used to call Rinpoche Lama Marco Polo as well, yeah, which he always liked a lot, yeah, okay. Anyway, so on the 16th, 3 days later, there came Mr. Barber. Okay, he was a very nice man. He was the manager of the Lhasa, no? It was the manager of the Holiday Inn, yeah. So Rinpoche in the late 80s, he'd been back to Tibet for the first time after many years, together with a group of Brazilian and Italian friends, yeah. And as Carmen and Franco were telling these days on the streaming, they met Panchen Lama and they had a really incredible time in Tibet, yeah. Rinpoche took them all these holy places and really incredible experience, yeah. So one of the places they stayed was at the Holiday Inn in Lhasa, yeah. So anyway, Mr. Barber, he was an Italian guy, yeah, and he came to Milano to come to see Rinpoche. And he'd been in Tibet for quite some time, so he learned some Tibetan. So he translated the songs of the 6th Dalai Lama, yeah, okay. We still have this, I'm sure, in Rinpoche's Labrang in Albaniano, yeah? And the 6th Dalai Lama was, okay, there was, till now, the present Dalai Lama was the 14th one, no? Okay, the first one was Gesendrub, no? Who was the founder of Tashi Lumpo Monastery, who was also the guru of Panchen Sampo Tashi, who was Lama Ganchen's past incarnation, yeah, okay. Very high master, Gesendrub, yeah, okay. So there are many incarnations of the Dalai Lamas. In the time of the 5th Dalai Lama, the Dalai Lama lineage became called the Dalai Lamas because this title was given to them by the Mongol warlords, yeah, who were the political rulers of Tibet. So they gave this title, which means Ocean Lama, yeah, to the Dalai Lama, to the 5th Dalai Lama, yeah, and he became like the king and Lama of the King Lama of Tibet. Yeah, they had this system of the union of spiritual and temporal power in medieval Tibet. Okay, then all the other lamas of that lineage after that were called the Dalai Lamas. Okay, and the ones before were then posthumously called the Dalai Lamas. Yeah, okay. So the great 5th Dalai Lama was the one who let's say, made the institution of the Dalai Lamas and also built the patala and all those kind of things. Yeah. The sixth Dalai Lama, yeah, he was completely different. He was like a tantric yogi, and he actually didn't want to be a monk. And anyway, he's an incredible person. He wrote a series of beautiful love poems, yeah, okay, which have very deep tantric meanings, yeah. So anyway, so Mr. Baba, who actually they are extremely beautiful, the songs of the sixth Dalai Lama. Yeah, okay, if you ever get a chance, you should get a copy. Anyway, so this Mr. Baba, he'd translated them from Tibetan to Italian. So he came, and it was also, I think it was green or something, the book, yeah? And he illustrated it, and he came and gave it to Rinpoche, yeah? So like this, also Rinpoche felt that was like an auspicious sign, yeah? The tantric, oh my gosh, all Dalai Lamas were tantric, no? But this one was especially tantric, let's say, yeah, okay? And this, he said, okay, Rinpoche, who dispelled the cold, the altitude, and the loneliness, confirming the best is yet to come. That became one of the classic slogans of NgalSo, no? And it's true, yeah. Even now, we believe the best is yet to come because, okay, now at the moment Rinpoche is in the clear light, but Rinpoche will manifest in the future as future Rinpoche, yeah. So even though we were so incredibly lucky to meet such a wonderful being without comparison, really, yeah, best person we all ever met in our lives, still we must believe that the best is yet to come, that Rinpoche will come back even more powerful than before, yeah. And if we all do the right things, we practice, we stick together as a group with friendship, with unity, and we practice, yeah, then the best is yet to come, that Rinpoche will manifest in a new life, yeah, for the next generations to help and heal the world again, yeah. So Namo Guru Bhye, okay. Okay, so I think maybe that's enough of that today, okay. We'll continue next Tuesday at 7 o'clock Central European time, okay. So every Tuesday and every Thursday, 7 till 9 Central European time till we finish. We will continue with NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing too, okay. Okay, so Rinpoche says we can do self-healing in 5 minutes. Okay, so let's try. We already did the preliminary practices. Okay, maybe we have to jump some bits, yeah, okay. But let's try. Let's see if we can do it in 5 minutes, yeah? Okay. Luchazampo pelgyuta shipa tu gentem pehetrilea noda pegedro lozam pezepachen palden la meheshabla soade Oma Guru Bhadradhara Suhumati Muni Shahasahane Kama Uttavadanye Sri Bhadra Vasamahanya Sawasidi Hum Om Guru Buddha Siddhi 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 Om Guru Buddha Siddhi Yam Ram Lam Bam Yam Ram Lam Bam Yam Ram Lam Bam Shude So Shude So Pam Le Pema Janku Pam Le Pema Sepo Pam Le Pema Nompo Pam Le Pema Ka Om Ahum Tram Hri 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 Lena Soto Jejanku Hri Tram Le Novo Sepo Tram Om Le Doje No Om Le Pe Mama Po Om Le Koloka Om Kolo Nanse Doje Pe Ma Che Doje doje mi kyo doje traham no burincha rina so doje to lama toyon doje kyen Om Ahamoga Siddhi Hum Om Ahamoga Siddhi Hum Om Ahamoga Siddhi Hum Om Ahamoga Siddhi Om Ahamoga Siddhi Lama Rinchun Doje Kyen Om Aratna Sambhava Hum Om Aratna Sambhava Hum Om Aratna Sambhava Hum Om Aratna Sambhava Om Aratna Sambhava Lama Mikyo Doje Kyen Om Ahashobhya Hum Om Ahashobhya Hum Om Ahashobhya Hum Om Ahashobhya Om Ahashobhya Lama Chodoje Kyen Om Amitabha Hum Om Amitabha Hum Om Amitabha Hum Om Amitabha Om Amitabha Lama Nanse Doje Kyen Om Avarochana Hum Om Avarochana Hum Om Avarochana Hum Om Avarochana Om Avarochana Om Mani Padme Hum 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 Om Mani Padme Om Mahasukha Hum Om Mahasukha Hum Om Mahasukha Hum Om Mahasukha Om Mahasukha Om Vishwa Shanti Hum Om Vishwa Shanti Hum Om Vishwa Shanti Hum Om Vishwa Shanti Hum Om Vishwa Shanti Lama Kuncho Sola Kyapsuchi Rani La Seldo Dil Sunecho Dona Chusunyecho Dadahando Yecho Kundu Jishindo Dona Disona Pagewe Sun Jine Sapade Hinyo Dutak No Pupanso Shambhala Gene La Mehe Langi Rimpata Shinsho Ni Modele Hesendele Ni Mekuya Handele Shin Ni Senta Hatutele Pel Concho Sungi Jingi Concha Sungi Nedruso Concha Sungi Hitashisho. Okay, perfect. 5 minutes. Everybody's got 5 minutes. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah? See you, who likes, next Tuesday, 7 o'clock European time, and we'll continue trying to understand and practice better NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2, which was one of the very important bases of Lama Genshin Rinpoche, our precious guru's teachings. Thank you all very much. See you soon. Thank you.